salvation then is critical because now he gives me possession. And not only does he give me possession, but he says for me to be responsible. If I put you in position and I have given you possession, now I need you to be responsible. So how do I show my responsibility? Walk worthy of the calling wherewith you have been called. If I bring you into a position and put you in my house, don't bring the devil up in my house when you come. If I brought you out of whoredom into wifehood, don't bring no whorish ways into my house. If I bring you from Pippen into preaching, don't you bring no Pippen's mentality into my house. You are responsible to walk according to the calling wherewith I have called you. If I made you a queen, walk like you a queen. I made you royalty, walk like you're royalty. I done cleaned you up. And if I clean you up, walk like you cleaned up. And when you walk, act like you got some money. I'm trying to take you up to another level. And you're so ghetto. No matter how I raise you up, here you go with them funny colors on. And all that old hoochie mama stuff. I'm dressing like it. I'm trying to clean you up. Quit trying to walk like you're down there when I'm trying to make you sophisticated. Slap somebody around you and say, I need to get a new position. I've got to walk according to the position that I am a child of the living God. Is there anybody here who knows I'm a child of the King? I'm not a pauper, but I am a prince. Yes, Lord. I've got to walk like I'm a child of the King. Yes, I do. So I've been chosen then. And it is a critical place. It's a critical piece because chosen here is now anthropomorphic term. Because I was always in the mind of God. There was never a time in that God did not have you in his mind. Because he is omniscient and he is eternal. If he's eternal, that means that he has no beginning and he has no end. Which means that from the time he began and he has no beginning, he always was and he always knew you were his child. So that negates the statement we make in the church that when the devil had me, but he should have killed me. Come on now. Think about this thing for if you will. If God knew you were always his and there was never quote unquote a time when I was not in his mind, then the devil never ever had me. It looked like he had me. I acted like he had me, but he never ever had me because I always belonged to God. Through the storm, I belong to God. I belong to God. In the midst of abuse, I belong